to bring him. He's such a hoot.
You keep saying that, but do you know how crazy you sound?
Wait, what's that, PJ Panda? Oh, you're so funny.
Oh, so he's funny, huh?
I guess she doesn't know how crazy she sounds.
Sorry. I guess he doesn't know how crazy she sounds.
Listen, you guys just haven't taken the time to get to know him like I have. PJ Panda loves to dance, and we do it every single night at midnight. Oh, I know. One of the best parts about pajama parties is staying up until midnight. Am I right? Yeah. Oh, I have an idea. Let's all do that tonight, and you guys can see for yourselves.
Okay, Casey, we're not even gonna be here until midnight. It's only a 2.5-hour event, and it's a school night, so how in the world would we dance at midnight?
Well, listen, Ashley, I've told you before, I don't know how he does it, but PJ Panda just has a way of making midnight just sneak up on me. Kind of like Stephanie. Sorry, that made me laugh. Oh man, time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, well, you know what I think sounds like a whole lot of fun? An audience full of moms and daughters. Yeah. So now that you've gotten a chance to get to know us and our names, we want to know yours. So shout it out as loud as you can on the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Will!
All right, so now it's your turn to share your favorite pajama-clad memory. Now, you don't have to have had a slumber party to have a favorite memory of your PJs. I mean, it could have been that one time that you and your mom stayed in your PJs until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or when things got really crazy and you made pancakes at bedtime.
Oh.
Whatever it is, turn to the person you came with right now and share with them your favorite memory you've made in your PJs. And go!
Cause I know
Specifically at the beginning or like
I am sure I am yours. Who knows me?
Well, send us home.
He's a lactose intolerant bear.
We're just gonna start ad-libbing the whole thing.
Okay, for all party points, please see 14 break.
Yeah.
Boy.
We want to run on the fashion show because there's a lot of coaching to be done now. Jesus be offense. Hey, but look, this time you can wear your glasses.
Yay!
So let's roll with that.
Can you first, before we go, can you tell me what kind of, because right now we're kind of like Vogue posing, but what kind of thing would you say
You
for
guys
chart?
need to choreograph. And when you have your,
So you feel good about
when you have your boas, you'll feel more.
Yeah. Taboo.
Yes, no, I don't have a problem with that. That's fine and good and fun. But like, are the moves we're doing like to like
For
older kids or like?
So, I have, I want to see what.
You short circuited.
Try again.
She filmed it, donate. I want to see, I can't remember what color those were. Pink, blue. We try to match them, but they might not. But, I have 4 things in the group, so I don't know that it's going to get. I'd rather use the color ones first. Well, these are spares.
These are called totally hot glasses? What are they called? Super hot. Super, sorry.
That's hot.
That's hot.
So use those and just get silly, you know.
Yeah, and you guys might want to choreograph your thing. Really, like you're gonna feel more confident about it.
Yeah, I mean, we can make it like super cute, like down and up at the same time. Like the poses, you know what I mean? That makes sense?
No, I don't really do that.
Okay.
It'll be, the joke basically is you guys have the boas and stuff, you're being really dramatic. So I think what you're doing is gonna work. But let's
Yeah, I do too, because the bows are gonna really
Can you and
Yeah.
All right, let's run it. By the time we run it, we're gonna have Starbucks in our little hands.
Do you want to just do the fashion show portion, or do you want Stephanie to say her thing beforehand?
Yes, that's. Woo-hoo, Stephanie!
She did.
But I was like, okay, what's right before Stephanie? It's almost time for the Truth or Bear fashion show. Telephone.
Okay, can we be at our ending position on telephone
Yeah.
and give her a transition into her life?
The weakest line I've ever
All right.
Where's everybody?
Yeah, it's literally-
I'm putting microphones back
I'm
there.
gonna-
Christmas light in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just the weakest line I've ever seen.
Whoa, those words got pretty wacky really fast. Here's the deal. It's almost time for the Truth or Bear fashion show.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style is so personal. It is such an amazing gift that we can express ourselves through the way we dress. You might be the one that likes to stay on top of trends, or you might think those trends are absolutely crazy. You might even like to get super sassy with the skirt, or playful with the patterns, or perhaps you like to keep it simple with some t-shirts and jeans.
Okay, let's stop.
Okay.
This is something that I have had to teach myself Right? So the problem is when you pace, it makes your movement not mean anything when you do it. But I had to, this is like a really, yeah. So, I think that if you fix what your feet are doing, it's going to fix what your mouth is doing. Because your mouth is pacing too. It's like you're being like, you may like this, or you may like that. Or maybe you like that, or maybe you like this. Or sometimes it's blue and sometimes it's red. That's because your body's kind of, you're like a, what's that thing called? The pendulum. What?
Metronome.
Metronome. Yeah. I was thinking like, so.
We look like a little kid. Look at her.
Okay, so she said.
Like your little sister.
We didn't even get to tell her how fun it was yesterday.
It's almost time for the Truth or Dare fashion show.
That was funny.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. So you wanna just move forward and plan yourself. What I will do is literally decide what you're gonna do. This is how I had to teach myself not to face. And I'm a pretty good communicator, so.
Ooh, best selling author, David Fresh.
My humble moment. That was my humble moment. I'm a pretty good communicator, but this is a really bad habit. It dramatically impacted how I communicated. So instead of back and forth, metronome thing, she's gonna deliver her line. It's almost time for the Truth or Dare fashion show. And they're leaving and everybody's clapping and you're like, when it comes to fashion, here's the deal. Big pause. And that's all you're gonna do. And you're not allowed to move from that spot. You have to glue yourself there. What's your next line?
We love that style. It's so personal.
We love this style. It's so personal. Maybe you're a girl who stays on top of trends, or you think trends are crazy. So, see, I still moved. I'm pivoting a little bit. You may be a girl who loves trends, or you may be a girl who thinks they're crazy, kind of thing. So I don't want you to move until I permit you to. And right now, I haven't permitted you to move yet. So what's your next line? Da-da-da trends? Or you may be a girl who thinks trends are crazy. Now here's where I think you want to move, okay? So the trendy girls are, well, it doesn't matter which side you do, you can decide that. So you may think that trends are crazy. Maybe you like to get sassy with skirts, and you're gonna be the skirt, so you can twirl. And Chrissy. So you like looking, you don't like the trends. You may be a girl who likes to get sassy in a skirt. You won't fall. And then what's your next line? Or playful with patterns. Yeah, I wouldn't move for that. No? Okay. I would stay right there, because otherwise you're starting to metronome, okay? So I would stay here, or playful with patterns. And I don't know that you're gonna have a lot of patterns on. So you might want to pick somebody in the audience, like right in here, and be like, or playful with patterns. Like give her that pattern. Give that pattern. And what's your next line?
Or you might like to keep it simple with a t-shirt and jeans.
And then I would come back to center. Or maybe you're just a girl who likes to keep it simple with a t-shirt and jeans. Okay. So let's just do that much. Can you just help deliver her energy? Hand her energy.
That makes a difference.
No, I'm taking it in from my little thing up, the teaching that I do, and I'm back and forth, I need to stand still.
All right, it's almost time for the Truth or Dare fashion show.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style is so personal. You can stay on top of trends if that's what you like, or you might even think those trends are crazy. You might even like to get sassy with the skirts, or playful with the patterns. Points. Playful with those patterns. Or you might like to keep it simple with a t-shirt and jeans.
Back to center. Okay, that's
There.
good.
Well, the next line is reading the
No,
Bible.
you're not ready to go.
Okay. Well, I'm saying like moving. If I should just stay there because I have to read the Bible first.
Oh, yeah. So you're gonna do it.
Just stay
You're
there.
gonna, wait, you're actually, you go back to here. You guys aren't still giving me good visibility on that.
Okay.
So we come back to it. Right there.
Okay.
So, I wasn't paying attention when she was just giving you those notes, but then I just wanted you to do that. And that first moment, you command the attention. Like, that's like, you had like a real, like, authority moment.
This is my stage.
There. Yeah, it was really good.
Thank you.
It was really good. So, be confident in that, because that looked great. It was like, oh, she's teaching now.
Yeah.
So I would say that when it comes to fashion, I would still give it a bigger body movement when you're being like, Maybe you're a girl who really likes trends, or maybe you're a girl who thinks they're crazy. You're doing stuff with your body. You're just not moving across the stage. What I want you to do is when you move, it means something.
Okay.
Like if you make that your rule, I'm not moving unless it's going to make this communicate stronger, better. If that makes sense. Because you slowly moved out of the command and a little bit back. And I know it's hard because when you're trying to break that metronome pattern, you're thinking a lot about breaking that. But the way you step forward, super commanding, give me a little bit more here, a little bit more here. And then the skirt thing, I can tell you're afraid of it.
Yeah, no, seriously, I'm
Okay, don't be afraid.
I'll practice it.
Girl, have fun with it. Just be like, I'm a girl. Well, then I've got a skirt on. And then I'm gonna twirl. Like, do that.
Yeah, it's a bug.
Okay, give her a Stacy.
Sorry, Stacey.
No.
It's
Almost time for the Truth or Dare fashion show.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style is so personal. You might be the one that likes to stay on top of
You
trends.
lost a little bit of your commander. You did a little bit of sway. But we love the style is so personal, straight.
Person. I can use my hands.
But you want to come forward at that. Like, I'm going to talk to you. So go back. Clap, 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 clap. Yeah, back now.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style is so personal. You might be the one that likes to stay on top of trends, or perhaps you're the one that thinks trends are absolutely crazy. You might be the one that likes to get super sassy with the skirts, or even playful with the patterns. I see you. Maybe you're the one that likes to keep it simple with a t-shirt and some jeans. But what does the Bible have to say about this? I'm glad you asked. Why don't you stand up with me and read this?
You did really great. And then, that was really good. I'm going to make you do it one more time. So when you get there, what's the last line? That simple with,
You might like to keep it simple.
or you might like to keep it simple with
T-shirt and jeans.
a t-shirt jeans. Big pause, because now you're changing. It's like the return paragraph.
Yeah.
Well, what's the Bible have to say about this? And then you kind of deliver that last line as you read.
It's very
So
intentional.
big pause, big pause. Jeans and a t-shirt. But what's the Bible have to say about this? Because I really don't really think about what the Bible has to say about our t-shirt. It says something. So a big pause. What have to say about all this? And then come back.
Okay.
So start from the beginning.
Okay.
Because I want you to break. You have bad, your muscle memory is remembering something. It doesn't, it needs to forget. We want
Yeah.
amnesia in your muscles.
Okay.
So, alright, so, just a little reminder. I'm sorry. It's almost time for the Truth or Dare fashion show.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style is so personal. You might be the one that likes to stay on top of trends, or perhaps you might think those trends are absolutely crazy. You might even like to get super sassy with the skirts, or playful with the patterns. I see you. Or maybe you're the simple one who likes a t-shirt and some jeans. But what does the Bible have to say about this? I'm glad you asked. Why don't you stand up with me? That's awkward.
Somebody
I'm
asked you, huh? Simple with a t-shirt and a jeans. Pause. But what's the Bible have to say about this? I'm glad you asked.
That looks so good, so easy.
You did good.
Okay.
That's kind of a loud line because it did mask. You did.
Yeah, you're just confident. You don't care anymore. What does the Bible
What does the
say?
Bible say?
I'm glad
I'm
you
glad
asked.
you asked.
A little sassy.
The people will laugh at me.
Yeah.
Will you like me to
It's almost time for the Truth or Dare fashion show. Command it!
When it comes love that style is so personal. You might like to be on top of trends, or you might even think those trends are absolutely crazy. You might be the one that likes to get super sassy with the skirts, or playful with the patterns. Perhaps you might even like to keep it simple with a t-shirt and jeans. But what does the Bible have to say about that? I'm glad you asked. Like that?
Yep. Okay, everybody come here.
Oh no.
Look how down there with your projection.
Thank you.
Everybody, just sit in this area. Right here. So, here's the deal. The whole little audience. Come on, Ashley. Noli, I need you. Are you busy? You stay there. You do it. But you gotta do what I'm telling you to do. So, we just did this. Whisper down the aisle, right? And everybody's all chitter, 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 chitter. Now, how many of you have tried to control 600 10-year-old girls? Right after they played Whisper Down the Aisle. There's a little like button in them that doesn't stop whispering. So they're going to be like all shh. So you guys are going to talk to each other through the entire time she teaches. Do not stop talking. Never stop talking. You don't want to talk loud, but you want to whisper to each other. You want to giggle. You want to completely throw her off the game. Because I think it's going to force her to figure out where this is coming from. So you know how to sing. You have done voice lessons, right? So you're not giving me the diaphragmatic.
You want more stronger. Did you just put my mic like rough?
This is your stage. You want your stage. When these guys leave, and Stacey says, "Choose your fashion show," you're gonna be like, "This is my stage. Get off." That's your.
This is the problem with me. I just want to get it over with, so I like say my lines really fast.
No. Okay. So when you want to get it over with, you regret how you got it over with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But I'm like, I just want to get it done, so like.
Yeah. No, you gotta enjoy the moment. And one reason is because after they're grads, I'll make them as responsible. But first they're gonna be grads. Okay, so I'm gonna deliver Stacey's line and energy, and then you're gonna be projecting, throwing your voice to the bushes outside. Because this is a pretty small lane, so that's about half. And that first line, when I see you deliver, when you deliver the first line well, the rest of them happen.
Okay.
So really psych yourself out for the first line.
Okay.
Is Stacey right here when she says it?
She is right to the.
So, what's she saying?
It's almost time for the truth or bear fashion test.
Okay, so you guys have to cheer really loud for me. I'm Stacey. And then ignore
Imposter, you're right.
Okay, it's almost time for the truth or bear fashion show.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying.
She wasn't ready for her show. Okay, that's
This is
exactly
so
how
loud. No.
That's how they're gonna be. That's how they're gonna be. They might even be sitting there. Okay, so here we go. It's almost time for the truth or bear fashion show.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style. It's so personal. You might like to stay on top of trends, is all you like, or you might think those trends are absolutely crazy. Perhaps you like to get sassy with the skirts or playful with the patterns. I see you. Be quiet. Or you might like to be simple with a t-shirt and jeans. But what does the Bible have to say about this? I'm glad you asked.
You lost some of your pauses and some of your because it's confusing. It's a little confusing like that. So I would say really, really don't forget your pause before. What's the Bible say? I'm glad you asked. And you might deliver it like that. What's the Bible have to say about this? I'm glad you asked. Like when you were playful at the introductions.
Like that.
Oh man, I want to hug you.
Oh.
Okay, so let's be noisy again, okay?
Okay.
Because I want her not to lose her. pauses and her her ups and her downs and her all the things. But you were remembering where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So, okay, here we go.
Well, sorry, can you put it up just a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
It's time for the truth, or it's almost time for the Truth or Dare fashion show!
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style is so personal. You might be on top of trends, or you might think those trends are absolutely crazy. Perhaps you love to get sassy with the skirts, or playful with the patterns, I see you. Or you might like to keep it simple with a t-shirt and jeans. But what does the Bible have to say about this? I'm glad you asked. Why don't you stand up with me and read this Bible verse out loud? Okay. Thank you.
But don't lose that push. And I think, but what does the Bible, the emphasis in that sentence is Bible. You say, but what does the Bible have to say about this? And it doesn't, I'm not sure what the emphasis in the sentence is. So what does the Bible have to say about this? All right, so let's start back here, since he's here. And this time we act the way a really well-behaved audience does, the engaged kind, not Kearney, Nebraska. Okay. All right. It's almost time for the Truth or Dare fashion show.
When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style is so personal. You might like to stay on top of trends, or you might think those trends are absolutely crazy. Or perhaps you like to get sassy with the skirts, or playful with the patterns, I see you. Or you might like to keep it simple with a t-shirt and some jeans. But what does the Bible have to say about this? I'm glad you asked. Why don't you stand up with me and read this Bible verse out loud? The Lord... Thank you.
The only thing that I want you to do, I want you to do it one more time, and then we'll stop torturing you, is I want you to pay strong attention to your just land it. Now, this is also bad habit that I have. This is all my habits. So one of the things they're always doing with me on the radio is, Danny, you can't say that sentence and then stop and then go on to the next thing like that. That's what we do a little bit. So when it comes to fashion, we love that everybody gets to express their own fashion. Period. Now, maybe you're the kind of girl who loves all the new trends. Or maybe you're the kind of girl who thinks the trends are great. Period. Where's your period? Where's your punctuation? Okay, good audience. Happy audience. Attentive audience. Stand up and say the Bible verse with her and keep going.
Okay. When it comes to fashion, here's the deal. We love that style is so personal. You might like to stay on top of trends, or perhaps you might think those trends are absolutely crazy. You might be the one that likes to get sassy with the skirts, or playful with the patterns, I see you. Or you might be the simple one who likes a t-shirt and some jeans.
Yeah.
But what does the Bible have to say about this? I'm glad you asked. Why don't you stand up with me and read this Bible verse out loud? The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7. Great job. You can have a seat.
7.
It is a fun opportunity. There I go with the pacing. It's such a fun opportunity that we get to express ourselves, what's on the inside, by the way we dress. And that is our personality and our preferences. And we're careful about the way we dress so that nothing distracts anyone from looking at what's in the inside. And here's what the Bible has to say about this. And I want women to be modest. I didn't say briefly.
Oh, my bad.
And I want women to
should be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes. For women who claim to be devoted to God should make themselves attractive by the good things they do. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 10 and 11. And what the writer is trying to say here is that we should be careful about how we dress so that when people look at us, they don't just see a cute outfit, but they see a beautiful heart. We don't want anything to distract anyone from looking at what's on the inside. In fact, what they should see is our kindness, it's our love, and it's our friendship. Because ultimately, that's what God cares about. He is way more concerned. Okay.
I think when you get to the list of kindness and love and stuff, like that's one of the places where, to keep it natural and not sound like you're reading, you need to think. They should see our kindness, love, our
Friendship.
what is it?
Friendship.
Our friendship. Like, so you
More
need to,
casual.
yeah, and I was not, like you planted yourself there, so I think when you start to think, you can like recenter
Okay.
and stop planting. So just start a little bit before that, because you're doing great. So just start a little bit before that, and then think about, you can even add different ones every night, or person in your heart.
Okay. What the writer is trying to say here is that we should be careful about how we dress so that nothing distracts anyone from looking at what's in here. In fact, when people look at...
here? Is there a period there?
Yes, there's a period. Pause, Stephanie. So that when people look at us... No, let's do it again. So what the writer is trying to say here is that we should be careful about how we dress so that when people look at us... That's not my line. What is it? Okay. What the writer is trying to say here is that we should be careful about how we dress so that nothing distracts anyone from looking at what's in here. When people look at us, they should see our kindness, and they should see our love, and they should see our friendship. Does that make sense? Because ultimately, God is... Does that make sense?
Yeah! Tell them how to think about your questions. So go back to, that was really good. Go back to the period that you forgot. In here, period. You did really good that last time.
Okay. So what the writer is trying to say here is that we should be careful about how we dress so that nothing distracts anyone from looking at what's in here. When people look at us, they should notice our kindness, and they should notice our love and our friendships. And ultimately, God is way more concerned about how your heart is looking.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. So God is like, I'm trying to make it natural.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing good.
Thank you.
Start at the end of the Bible verse. Say whatever the verse is. And right there,
Okay.
right there, over there. Say it. Yeah.
The second one is here. Okay. So what the writer is trying to say here is that we should be careful about how we dress so that nothing distracts anyone from looking at what's in here. When people look at us...
What the writer is saying. Yeah. When you live, what's in here?
Okay.
That's about
Sounds good. What the writer is trying to say here is that we should be careful about how we dress so that nothing distracts anyone from looking at what's in here. When people look at us, oh man, this is going to be a joke when I say it.
Go back to that. Try not to laugh. What's in here?
Like 3 seconds. Okay. Nothing should distract anyone from looking at what's in here. When people look at us, they should see our kindness and our love and our friendship. We don't want anything to distract anyone at looking what's Sorry.
Go back.
Okay. Dang it, this is rough.
You're getting better and better.
Thank you.
You look better and better, right? Yes.
Thank you. What the writer is trying to say here is that we should dress appropriate so that nothing distracts anyone from looking at what's in here. What people should look at is our kindness and our love and our friendship. And ultimately, God is way more concerned at how your heart is looking than what is on the outside. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, there are some things that are more appropriate than others. And by appropriate, I mean it's okay. Can you say that with me at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. It's okay. Let's test this out.
It's okay. Pause. Let's test this out. You just had an idea. Oh my gosh, let's test it out.
Okay, more spunky.
Okay. I just had an idea. Let's test it out. I'm not saying, I just had an idea. But
Okay.
that's what your pause is saying.
Okay. There are some things that are more appropriate than others. And by appropriate, I mean it's okay. Can you say that with me at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
It's okay.
There. So let's test this out. Is it okay to go swimming in a pink party dress? No way. Swimming in a frilly skirt seems complicated. Okay, should I walk over here?
Start right before that.
Okay.
So yeah, change your way you're saying that a little bit. When you just did that sassy thing,
Yeah.
I think
Sweet. Okay.
start right before that.
There are some things that are more appropriate than others. And by appropriate, I mean it's okay. Can you say that with me at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
It's okay.
Great. Let's test that out. Is it okay to go swimming in a pink party dress? Absolutely not. It seems complicated swimming in a frilly skirt. Let's try another one.
Or just say, oh, that seems really complicated.
Okay.
Let me go.
And that seems really complicated. That? No.
No, that you agree. First, you agree with them. You said just the way it was. It's like, oh. So is it okay to go swimming in a pink skirt? No, that seems really complicated. And then the next one.
Okay.
So there you go.
It's like more conversational.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like imagine like you're telling someone like, no, that's too complicated.
Okay. You wanna?
Oh yeah.
Thanks. No, that seems so complicated. How about this? Is it okay to wear your pajamas to church on Sunday morning? Absolutely not. People would think you overslept or are not excited to be there. Is it okay to, well, that's so awkward. I was gonna say, is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party? So that's the next line.
Yeah, but you might say, but is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party?
Yes.
Actually, what they just said is, and they might react to this, they're like, we are the church and we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
But is it okay?
Okay.
So start with,
Is it okay to wear
is
your
it okay
pajamas?
to wear your pajamas to church?
Okay. Is it okay to wear your pajamas to church on Sunday morning? No way! People would think you overslept and are not excited to be there. But is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party? Absolutely! I mean, that's how you tell people that you're excited to be there. And on a side note, please only wear your pajamas to church when attending a True Girl pajama tour.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
So that, I'm not really sure how it ended up that way. It might have been through drafts.
Right, different places.
Yeah. And then I think we should cut the part where you say,
The true
when we
girl.
go to the event, because that's the, I don't think the way that that line is written lands the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah.
What if she changed her question a little bit? I think it's funny. She's like, by the way, please only wear your pajamas to a true girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or not really?
That's what she's saying. But she already said
So it's like making a joke twice.
So I wonder if it just needs to be like, so what we're saying is, it's only okay to wear your pajamas to church.
Oh, okay.
As a true girl pajama party.
Say that.
Yeah, say it that way.
So it's like,
But
okay.
It sounds like you forgot that you already said the thing about church.
Right.
So let's say, is it okay to wear your pajamas to church on Sunday morning? No, it looks like you overslept and you're not excited to be there. But is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party?
Well, the thing is, like, there's a pause because there's a picture and then the bus. Like the big X. So I don't know if I should wait until I say the pajama party. That's the only reason why I like paused. And I could be like, oh, and by the way, we're having church if you're wearing pajamas, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah. A little bit. I should go in my mouth now. So.
Well, can you play this part?
Yeah.
So if she says, is it okay to wear your pajamas to church on Sunday morning?
Uh-huh. No.
Yes. No, it would look like you overslept and you're not excited to be there. But is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party? And there's nothing there, right?
Mm.
That's weird.
Do you think it should be like ding?
I think we should either take the buzzer out or we have to add something.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really care for the buzzer.
That's
since
fine.
It came from the game show.
Yeah, we can just leave it. Just like this and then go to this.
Yeah.
I think it's a little like
They'll say no. it's just-
abrasive, yeah. Like,
No.
yeah.
But is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party? I don't know. Is there a slide for that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Casey, can you bring me my drink, please?
Yeah. Yeah, let's take the buzzer out.
Okay.
And then there has to be a...
You want a cookie, Steph?
What kind?
Chocolate chip or sprinkle?
I'm okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem.
I wonder if we should just get a picture of the set and change that church picture out for a picture of this and a happy pajama girl.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So we'll take the buzzer out of there. I can't.
Okay,
Sure.
all right.
I just took the buzzer out.
You what?
I removed the buzzer. The buzzer got buzzed.
The buzzer was annoying, wasn't it?
Well, I just think it's imbalanced that it buzzes when it's wrong, but it doesn't buzz when it's right. And I don't want them to walk away with a boxy teaching that's like,
I can see.
Okay.
All right. So where is she?
She's saying,
Yeah, I can say it. Is it okay to wear your pajamas to church on Sunday morning? Absolutely not. But is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party? Of course. I mean, that's how you show people that you're excited to be there. And that's why we're so careful about what we wear. You know, if you...
okay, so that part, is it okay to wear your pajamas to church on Sunday? No, it would look like you overslept and you're not excited to be there. But is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party? Yes, that's how you tell people that you're excited to be there. It's like you're showing them like the exact same thing, but one is
Somebody done told you wrong. Let me hear this. Eat those
Oh,
crumbs out
and
there.
by the way, please only wear your pajamas to church when attending a true girl pajama party tour. That was the last one.
Let me run back.
You said,
We still watch movies?
What did we make that line say? Do you remember?
We still watch movies?
About the job, right?
Oh, you said,
I forget. Me too.
like,
Only wear your, no, not fair. Is it okay to wear your pajamas to church on Sunday? No, people think you overslept and that you're not supposed to be there. But is it okay
This is the green tea,
to wear your pajamas to a pajama party?
or the beach.
Yes, that's how we tell people if they're excited to be there.
This day is very long.
Oh, you said something about.
This day is long? Yes, it's only 3:30.
Oh, yeah. So what we're saying is,
What did you expect? I don't know. It feels like it should be 8:10. I'm so tired.
okay, let me try it. Is it okay to wear your pajamas to church on Sunday morning? No, people would think you overslept and are not excited to be there. But is it okay to wear your pajamas to a pajama party? Yes, that's how you show people that you are excited to be there.
yes.
And then,
So you say, so what we're saying is,
so what we're saying is, only wear your pajamas when attending a True Girl pajama party tour.
to church. Only wear your pajamas to church when you're attending the True Girl pajama party.
Okay, so what we're saying is, please only wear your pajamas to church when attending a True Girl pajama party tour. You see, if you wear the wrong thing at the wrong time, it causes some problems. And that's why we're so careful about what we wear. We don't want anything to distract anyone from looking at how beautiful your heart truly is. And then that's the fashion show.
so, how do you try to stay appropriate from day to day?
That's you, girl. So how do you stay appropriate? We don't.
Yeah, it's
Thank
looking
you.
really good.
I feel way better about it.
Good.
I'm not terrified to
It'll
do it.
feel, yeah, it's good. It
Thank
feels
you.
better. And once you have an audience too, you'll be
Yeah.
able to like, it'll be easier to step into that.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much
it's
for your
great.
help. Thank you.
Stephanie is the champion of today's rehearsal.
So my last line is, we don't want anyone to distract. Wait, what is it? We don't want anything to distract anyone from looking at how beautiful your heart truly is.
So, how do you try to stay appropriate day to day? Well, let's take a look at some of this season's hottest trends. So, how do you try to stay appropriate from day to day? Well, let's take a look at some of this season's hottest trends. That can't be it. Let's take a look
My
at
bad.
some of this season's, no, let's take a look at this season's hottest trends. I'm blowing up.
Sure.
And season's hottest trends. Okay, I'm ready. So, how do you try to stay appropriate from day to day? Let's take a look at some of the season's hottest trends to see how a true girl expresses herself in the Truth or Bear Fashion Show. Woo! No. We are not the models in this fashion show, all right? Our models are a few brave and beautiful girls from the audience, just like you. So let's get this fashion show pumping. Drop that beat.
Yeah, let's do that part again really quick. And then
Run it again.
run it back.
Run it again.
Hey.
You killed it. What's just Will's bag with some cookies inside from the back? You want a cookie?
See him on there on the tab, right?
The little girls.
They about to kill me in the fashion show. Doesn't make me feel any better. And mine is worse because I'm trying to be funny and it's not funny.
So, what are you guys?
Come out, guys.
So,
Come out, guys.
Abby, Casey. So after you guys do your voguing, and she says, no, you're not the models, you have the models. Then you take your glasses off, and you put them on top of your head, and full attention goes on the little girl. Lexi's gonna be a little girl.
Okay.
Yay! She's gonna be all five. I have a photo. So instead of like voguing and being silly, now you're gonna be like full focus on.
Okay.
It's not right away.
So, how do you try to stay appropriate from day to day? Let's take a look at some of the season's hottest styles to see how a true girl expresses herself in the Truth or Bear fashion show. Hey, Will, I'm sorry, can you cue that song for the Truth or Bear fashion show? So, how do you try to stay appropriate from day to day? Well, let's take a look at some of the season's hottest styles to see how a true girl expresses herself in the Truth or Bear fashion show. What am I doing here? Am I acting like I don't see them and I'm just kind of jamming out and then turn around like, what? No. We are not the models in this fashion show. Our models are a few brave and beautiful girls from the audience just like you. It's like a pew, like that, right?
You timed that just perfectly, and it was really funny. And then you guys froze and put your glasses down. That was funny. Have you ever seen it?
I can try. I gotta count the seconds, but yeah, I can try to fill it out. Will, can you just play the song one time real fast? I want to count how it is.
15 seconds, but I'll play it.
It's 16 seconds?
15.
Okay, don't worry about it then. I'll try to count it. Alright. So, how do you try to stay appropriate from day to day? Let's take a look at some of the season's hottest styles to see how a true girl expresses herself in the Truth or Bear fashion show. No. Guys, we are not the models in this fashion show. Our models are a few brave and beautiful girls from the audience just like you. So let's get this fashion show pumping. Drop the beat. Yes.
And then I think we'll have them all line up. Like, I think the outfits will outfit. And then
What's that?
we're actually not going to do commentary on
Oh, okay.
What? Sophie's dead?
it.
Are you kidding me?
Cut her face.
Are you kidding me?
I love Sophia, okay? Me and Sophia, lots of good memories.
Okay.
Whoa!
Alright, so we'll talk about their outfits and then are you saying those two paragraphs? Well, in some ways, it's just it's the rules of
Dana Crash.
Is on the phone.
our tricks.
Cool, I trust you. I just don't want, I don't know who's gonna say, let's go to some of these models, hang out here, girls, because we do use them.
And know that it's gonna work. And unless, like, if they need to memorize something else, that I want them to get it this week instead of next week.
Yeah, I know. I have like a lot of writing to do.
Okay.
It still looks like Sophia.
So, but to confirm, the plan is the girls will come out, we'll give them each something to do, but they're just gonna walk the runway, and then they're gonna stop on stage, and then we'll have a pose that they all do at the end together. And then it's over. The music stops, we do the teaching part.
That's Sophia. We're gonna MC live.
So you do want to
So each of them is gonna memorize like outfits.
From the time of it? I took out her little face out and put it in my car. Looks like she's ready.
I want to see what the difference is.
For now, why don't you guys just take your turns and describe
Yourself, man.
There's 5 models.
I should have left the bar.
Stacy will do the first one and turn around.
Right now?
Ashley.
Yeah.
But they can actually do a test. No. I wouldn't put the lead teacher in. I think it's messy just to have one.
Yeah. The girls are hanging with us to demonstrate our fashion test as well, right? So after they're done, they're gonna hang out.
They were sitting here and don't until the end of the fashion test was right before the fashion.
Okay, cool. All right. So come back. So we begin. So what we're gonna do, guys,
Have you heard Tony?
there's 5 models. Each of you will have 1 model, sort of your little sister.
Allie, that's a negative.
Match her up to your style a little bit. Like you'll have the girl in a dress. Something like that.
And the girl will be like,
It's a negative.
What's a negative?
What's negative? They're not the same. You could have made it work if you cut the and sliced it. But
I'm hitting the wall, y'all.
I have something in mind.
Thank Tim.
So,
He's like, do you guys want cookies?
can I get turned on?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's do the too cute.
Too cute. Okay. So, how do you try to stay appropriate from day to day? Well, let's take a look at some of the season's hottest styles to see how a true girl expresses herself in the Truth or Bear fashion show. Woo! No. Guys, we are not the models in this fashion show. No. Our models are a few brave and beautiful girls from the audience just like you.
Yeah!
So let's get
We all have different bodies, but they are all perfectly and wonderfully made. These are not God's rules for an outfit to be appropriate. These are just our tricks to make sure an outfit is okay.
Going to dinner with me at 5 o'clock?
Take it away.
Our first test is called the mirror test. It asks the question, how short is too short? So, everyone stand up so we can sit down crisscross applesauce. Now, when you buy a new pair of shorts or a skirt, sit in front of a full-length mirror like this. Now, look in the mirror. What do you see? If you can see too much thigh or your panties, guess what? So can everyone else. Two things. One, it's not that your body is bad or shameful. You are a masterpiece created by God. This is about clothes. It's about what is appropriate. And two, a true girl doesn't obsess about problems. She solves them. So, here are a few tips to help you pass this test before you even take it.
Okay, so here's my, I you sitting and feel far away. So I have everybody raise.
Okay.
So just start it back up.
It's
You guys are going to basically this whole center section for the girls, so you're going to be sitting like
Oh, okay.
There's the charger of this church.
So just back up somewhere before where you can
Hey Dash. Yeah. Can you open up the iPad case and get her an iPhone charger?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Can you just make sure you put it back up?
Okay, that's loud. Hey. Okay, thanks. All right, our first test is called the mirror test. It asks the question, how short is too short? So everyone stand up so you can sit down crisscross applesauce. Now, when you buy a new pair of shorts or a skirt, sit in front of a full-length mirror like this. Now, look in that mirror. What do you see? If you can see too much thigh or your panties, guess what? So can everyone else. Two things. One, it's not that your body is bad or shameful. You are a masterpiece created by God, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. This is just about clothes. It's about what is appropriate. And two, a true girl doesn't obsess about problems, she solves them. So let me give you a few tips on how to pass this test before you even take it.
just know how they interact. This is their beauty. And they have all many lives, right? And they see them coming, and they're trying to be in the middle of them, and they're on the verge of them, or they're like just referring to the future. But when you say you are a masterpiece created by God, I don't want you to respond to that. Right? They do that to her being positive, and be surprised by that. So, how's that
One, it's not that your body is bad or shameful. You are a masterpiece created by God, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Should I not say and? No, I should say. Oh. Okay. Okay. Can I go back for that section? Can I go back for that section now? Okay.
Yeah, doesn't it look like me? I was.
Okay.
What?
Where is this from? Okay, two things. One, it's not that your body is bad or shameful. You are a masterpiece created by God, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. This is about clothes. It's about what is appropriate.
She's going to Nancy Stormer's.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me. Okay, real quick, and we'll talk about that in a
Okay,
second.
this is about
Can you
clothes.
set up the
It's
resource
about
bin?
what is appropriate.
Where is it up? In there? In the box.
And two, a true girl doesn't obsess about problems. She solves them. So let me give you a few tips on how to pass this test before you even take it. Today's skirts are about extremes. So go for extremely long or extremely full, but pass on extremely short. And when it comes to buying shorts, keep looking. And looking, and looking, and looking. After all, it means more mother-daughter time at the mall.
That's true. All right, now that you're all comfy sitting down, let's stand up again. Yay. Okay, pretend that you are totally going for it in worship, with your hands lifted and your arms fully extended. Now, take a look at the person you came with. If you see any skin, you have my permission to poke them. All right, you can put your hands down, even if you don't raise your hands fully in worship, which is totally okay. Think of all the things you do every day that cause you to lift them up. Our solution is not to say no to that cute crop top. Instead, go for layers. Try putting a longer shirt on under the shorter one. Our secret weapon is the ribbed tank top. Find one that is long and cute and can be tucked in under a cool, trendy shirt.
Do we have a slide for that one?
Yeah, I accidentally, it wasn't in the script and I just keep forgetting to say, this is the raise and praise test on accident. My bad.
Sarah's phone there. I'm just gonna give it to her.
All right. Here goes nothing. Is you? All right. So this last test is a bit of a doozy. So you're gonna want to sit down for it. Go ahead. So here's the thing, girls. We got to talk about something. We are women, and we have breasts. Yeah. Come on.
It'll probably be fine. It's just the back.
Oh.
So
That's pretty good.
I think that's fine.
Breast.
Don't
Breast.
see the sparkly thing.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. Breast. Breast.
She's waiting.
I'm sitting here like, breast.
Get it right.
She said, how many do you have? That was funny.
Yeah, this whole time it does sound like you are women and we have breasts.
Just one. No, it's fine.
The unibreast.
We have breasts.
The uniboob.
Rests. That hit the spot.
Actually, fine. Go back there for a while. You're good.
Rests.
Breasts. Breasts. Now I hate that. I'm glad I'm glad we pointed it out now every time. Breasts. You know how you put too much on it because you're trying to get. I'm like, breasts.
We have breasts.
You had to come behind me like,
Yes.
Keep it PG, guys. You said it too many times.
we are women. We have a breast. Just one. Okay, we are women. We have breasts. Is that better? I know. It's just funny because she said, how many do you have? Okay, this last test is a bit of a doozy, so you're going to want to sit down for it. Now, girls, we got to talk about something. Here's the thing. We are women. And we have breasts.
It's like one.
I can't say it like that. I'm trying. Breasts. Without me, you know what I'm saying? We have breasts.
Can't you say
Breasts. Breasts. I'm trying. we have breasts. Without me doing that, it's just the way I'm bad at it with S's.
Breasts.
I told you guys this is my thing.
Breasts.
Oh.
Will, do you want to come do it?
Think breasts. Breasts. Think that. Two words. Breasts.
And we have breasts.
No.
Breast.
You're saying breasts.
Breasts. You guys are laughing.
no.
No.
No, listen, honest.
He's like, no, listen, honest. Breasts.
Yeah.
That's what I did. You say, and we have breasts.
No.
I don't want to do that.
But then it just sounds
We
like
have
you're-
breasts.
Yeah.
We have breasts. Yes. That sounds so weird. Feels weird. Okay, yeah. Here's the thing. We are women and we have breasts.
Yes. That was perfect.
Perfect.
That's it.
Now, I do understand that some of us have a mountain valley mountain situation going on, and others have hill valley hill. And yes, I know that some of us still have the Great Plains. But I promise you, girls, those hills are alive. Is this something all I'm saying that you're gonna come? Should I just keep going? You'll stop me if something's wrong, right? Okay. Those hills are alive. But have you noticed that some girls wear their shirts so tight? Like, ask me how tight. Say, how tight are they, Stacy? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
How tight are they, Stacy?
I'm glad you asked. Yeah, what's up?
How tight are they, Stacey?
How tight are they, Stacy? Okay.
Like, you'll have to say, so ask me, how tight are they, Stacey?
Okay.
You guys have to say, how tight are they, Stacey?
Okay.
Great. Oh, he's gone. I think that's that. It's how tight are they?
Okay.
From like a late night shower.
Okay. Ask me how tight they are. Say, how tight are they, Stacy?
How
Ready?
tight?
1, 2, 3.
How tight are they, Stacy? Really quick.
Well, I'm
Really
glad
quick.
you asked. What's up?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but I think you're gonna run into that. I think the girls are gonna ask right away because I've seen it 10 times and I started doing it.
Yeah.
Like the second you say, "Ask how tight are they, Stacy?" They're gonna be like, "How tight?" And you're gonna be like,
Should I
"One."
say, on the count of 3, ask me how tight they are. Say how like that? Okay.
Try that.
But have you noticed that some girls wear their shirts so tight? On the count of 3, ask me how tight, okay? Say, how tight are they, Stacy? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
How tight are they, Stacy?
Did that feel better? A little bit?
Yeah, but you guys will probably have to say it a little slower. The only thing is audience pace. I don't know why they say pace, but it's slower, right? They'll say, how tight are they, Stacey?
Okay.
Ready?
I probably need to slow it down too. Okay. On the count of 3, ask me how tight. Say, how tight are they, Stacy? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
How tight are they, Stacy?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Some girls wear their sorry. Well, I'm glad you asked. Some girls wear their shirts so tight that a shirt that should read "Girls are awesome" instead reads. I don't know if this joke went yesterday. I'm scared to say it. Should I go?
It's good. I think you can be a little bit more dramatic with it.
Okay.
Like, I think it's the right joke. I think that you just have to be, instead of saying, you have to really change your body language.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me a call, so I'll be right back.
Oh. Girls are awesome. Instead reads, so I guess I gotta be like, girls are awesome or something like that.
No, like you just ham it up.
Okay.
Super.
Oh, this is gonna be my least favorite part of the show. Girls are awesome. Okay. So a shirt that should read, girls are awesome. Instead reads, girls are awesome. You are so irritating. I thought that was one of y'all. I was like,
That was good. That was good.
Errand of my life. I asked Sasha.
Okay.
That was good.
Sarah was already here, so
I thought it was funny.
you did?
can you go? And she was like,
Did you really?
No, I did.
He didn't. All he did was just press a button. He was like,
I'll make
Okay.
someone else laugh.
so a shirt that should read, girls are awesome, instead reads, girls are awesome. That don't sound like I'm crying. That sounds like I'm excited.
Girls are awesome.
That was actually funny. Girls are awesome. He did it funny.
You gotta go more. Like you have it. You're just like holding back.
Yeah. Get out of there.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay. So a shirt that should read, girls are awesome, instead reads, girls are awesome. That's not
Yeah.
good.
No, you gave up at the end, didn't you? Tell me you didn't give up.
pretty good. I wonder if we can change what the shirt says.
Yeah, because it's not funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I think if we could think of something that's funny when you say it happy or when you say it sad, what's something that you explain both of those times?
Can it be like a sports team? No, I don't want to have to change the sports team every night.
You know what I mean? Something that you can explain
What if
when
it
you're
was,
happy or when you're sad.
I was gonna say it could just be like, oh no, because you could say, oh no, like, oh no, but that doesn't make sense.
Why would your shirt say, oh no?
There's a word.
Okay.
There's one or a term.
And it'll be funny.
When you're both happy and sad.
Okay. So for now, just keep saying this. I mean, the shirt is so tight, it's crying out. Don't be that girl, okay? Be kind to your shirt. Our Spring Valley test helps you determine whether or not your shirt is too tight. So take the tips of your fingers and press them in the valley in the middle of your chest. What is it after that? Oh, okay, I'll go for it, go. Now, with everyone looking down into their own valley, please. On the count of 3, I'm gonna ask you to release your fingertips. And if your shirt springs back so fast that it could be a small smurf trampoline, then you have failed our test, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, release. How'd everybody do? Anybody fail? If you did, here's the solution. Buy based on fit, not size. If you don't like the size you have to wear, just buy a Sharpie, cross it out, and give yourself a brand new size, like size totally incredible and cute. All right, let's give it up for our models one more time. That was really bad. Yeah, I gotta keep going that. Is that it?
The shirt.
Crying out loud, that's pretty funny. Pitch it. Crying out loud. She made a funny one. She said something that should say like LOL or something, but instead it's crying out loud instead of laughing out loud. Something there, but I don't know. I don't know if a shirt will ever say. But they do sometimes those texty little shirts, yeah. I don't know. For crying out loud, it's supposed to be laughing out loud. No, I'm just playing. All right. Okay. Thank you guys so much for calling out that first part. That's hard for me, but I want it to sound good. So I would say breast. I still can't say it. I gotta practice. Breasts. 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 I'm walking around the Spanx house like breasts. Okay, let's give it up for our models. Didn't they do so great? She said not a ton of singing today. You want to go to another hard part? Because then we're going to Bring Heaven Down.
Okay, then bring heaven down.
Then Ashley's teaching.
What are other parts where you guys are all on stage?
Wait, I just thought of one. What if it was, I don't know what your shirt would say this, but it could be, I couldn't be happier. Because you'd be like, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
That's a tricky one. Something like that. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Kind of play on it a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's the right family.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out for you. But for now, it's okay, what are other parts where you're all worried about stage? Are you guys doing this together with them?
Those were the really hard parts.
Was there anything about the race and praise test that I could do better?
No, so far so good, y'all.
Okay.
So far, so good. What? Oh.
Do you feel like we need to do that work and you do it back?
I want to go practice it at home a whole bunch of it.
What about the ending again?
Telephone? Oh, what?
Oh yeah, telephone.
I was thinking telephone. We have breasts.
You know that song from Sia? Alive, the song from Sia.
How's it? It's pretty good one. I'll check it out. We are women. We have breasts.
Probably.
I don't know. We were just gonna do telephone unless you got something else. But,
That was like the hard part. No, like the fashion show.
I think that as long as, because that, it
Will.
would be easier for, because I can just take my,
is
people that live in my
she
house.
the one that's like sings in the corner?
Her hair.
She like gonna sway.
Oh, she's just playing that in her ears?
Well, Steph was like, it's a good song. She's
Yeah,
like,
but
I
I
heard
felt
it.
that
It's playing
there's
it.
also,
He didn't turn it off.
Is this for merch? We are women. We have breasts. Not good enough. We have breasts. We are women. We have breasts. Sorry. Stephanie? Yes. We're ready for the last scene, right? We have breasts. It's hard for me to say. I'm sorry. I'm working on it, but does it sound good? We're ready.
so I got my boots on, got the right leather and I'm doing neato with the right line and I'm working my strut, but I know it don't matter.
You ready, guys? Oh, Stephanie.
Her cool shoes.
Hello? Oh, shoot. Can you start us right before the bridge at the last? Can you start us right before the bridge on Celebrate? Please? Thanks. Okay.
Yes.
What's on this thing up?
That's a good song. Sorry, I thought you said last chorus. My bad.
My bad, I said that one right before the bridge. Time to celebrate, time to celebrate. Let's celebrate. You came and gave us life on the cross where you died, lifted us up on high. Your resurrection is why we celebrate tonight. Because of Jesus Christ, we can have freedom. So let's celebrate that tonight. Come on, girls. Oh, 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 oh. We won't stop singing. Oh, 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 oh. It's time to celebrate this freedom. Time for us to get up on our feet, walking in the light. We'll dance in every season. You're what we believe in. Jesus, you are one desire. Let's celebrate this freedom. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Let's celebrate this freedom. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Let's celebrate this freedom. PJ, he can dance. I told you guys. I told you. Hi, PJ. Oh, what's that? Oh, no way. Okay. PJ says it's almost midnight. Can we have a dance party, please? How is it almost midnight? What? Oh, look. There's. Come on. What? He's going to the clock.
Yeah. Should they say something like
It's 11:45 p.m.
45.
he can work the remote or something?
Move closer to midnight. Has he been doing that all night?
Let me see you groove.
Let's get ready to rumble!
PJ wants to steal the show. That's what she's saying.
We're doing this last song. Do you want me to like come and dance with them, or do you want me to like sing?
You'll stay back there until the end of Freedom when you'll
No, I mean like this last one. We're celebrating. You want me to dance with the girls?
Yeah, maybe you should go out into the audience for that one because we
You're gross. And he's like, oh no, you just ruined that for me. Or made it better. I'm not sure yet.
If they start mobbing me, I'm just gonna cry.
Yeah, we'll feel it out. If you get mobbed, then we'll have to call it off.
That's true. They mobbed me with the camera. That was even cool.
They sure did.
I'm like sweating.
One more time. One more go. Sorry. One more go. Do you know?
You've got this in the bag. I'm just buttering you. Let me butter you. And hot buttered popcorn. Let's just go from the roof. Sorry, I was singing my part and everybody started looking at me like I was crazy, so... was that not my part? Did I miss
Definitely your part. I was just trying to
Okay.
hit one with you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, I tried to hit one with me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. My bad.
No. It's just
That's good.
Ever.
Because of Jesus Christ, we can live free. So let's celebrate that tonight. Give a shout praise.
We won't stop singing. It's time to celebrate this freedom. Time for us to get up on our feet, walking in the light. We'll dance in every season, and we believe it. Jesus, you are one desire. Let's celebrate this freedom. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Let's celebrate this freedom. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Let's celebrate this freedom. PJ, he can dance.
I told you guys. I told you. Hi, PJ. Oh, what's that? Oh, no way. Okay. PJ said it's almost midnight. Can we have a dance party, please?
How is it already midnight?
Oh, wait, look. Come on. No way. What is he doing? Now, how cute is that?
It's 11:45 p.m.
Move closer to midnight? Has he been doing that all night?
Let me see you groove.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Thanks for coming to the Sugar Pajama Party. We love you.
Lex, did you look at the remote? With the buttons running on back to me?
Did you what?
Did you look at the remote with the
Did I
buttons?
see it? I didn't see it.
I'll show you.
I want to see it now.
You guys trying costumes?
Yes!
Yes! I can't wait to see Are we doing any kids? Can't wait to see Chris's clothes. She's so excited about this. Are these all new clothes you guys have tried on?
Hi. There it is.
Got a few options for you. Thank you.
Oh, cool. You know what?
Who's that for?
And there's a
Neither my sister or Jessica were sports bras.
Hold this, I want to be happy.
if we put 1, 2, 3, then you can hit this.
It's such a challenge. Like, this is so but I did perfect.
She
And then
has a hard time reaching that on button, so it really is not trying to on either side. So if we put 3 in as a big.
You'd be surprised what a few inches can do.
Yeah, it's like a tiny.
No, I was like, I know.
Well, and turn it. It's like not even attached. Like if you turn it on and turn it this way, it doesn't run. Oh yeah, the little thing.
Oh, exactly.
That's the light bulb they chose.
Does it actually do anything? Yeah, I could change that for you. She's like, electrician. Noonie is a great electrician. I'm switching your name. That's what they're most called. See, it's transcripted.
Oh, well, were you talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Imagination. Well, and do you use any of these buttons? Because I feel like the only ones that we use are these. But it's hard to find a button for that.
find a button shaped like this to put over top. I'm like, no, I cannot.
I think Dylan went to Lowe's.
What are you saying?
I think Dylan went to Lowe's.
Danielle and Judy, can you guys, just tidy up so it doesn't look like we just pooped all over the place?
Where did that come from? Yeah.
I don't know. It was here.
She's like, I don't know. Insert me pooped it out. Also, with any of those more parts that you got, can you show them to me? More parts? The panda parts? I would say.
They should still be in that box.
Oh, so you gotta take that box.
So, I want to clean up, but I don't know what's supposed to be cleaned up and what's not.
Well, we can start with like.
I'll do our corner over here though.
Right, we're gonna work on the chord section? Yep. Okay, I'll work on anything. You came and gave us life. We're working on this one, right? Yeah, we'll have to work on it some more.
Yeah, that's a good reminder.
Do we need to use passionate
What are you saying to me?
These songs are like so catchy that it's like I'm singing all of them at night.
The resurrection. Why we celebrate today?
Look at these. I should get a pair of slippers.
Tonight?
Yes. And
What's
wear them
tonight?
around.
I want the light up beach balls.
I'm getting
Is
a
that
little.
so much to ask
Ellie,
for?
can I get a sticker like for my name tag? That's a panda bear, so like people will know, but it would be cute and like I'll feel special.
No.
Did Dana leave?
Fine.
No, I think they went down the hallway.
Okay.
She's like, no, Danielle, never. Whatever makes you happy, you can have. And I'm like, childhood scars. Thanks, Ellie.
Mostly because there's not any room on your name tag for that.
I could just replace
And there
the
are
D
doors.
with a panda. That could be
And yeah.
Panda Yell. Okay, turns out, but it was worth a try.
The cross where you died. Okay. If those are the 36-inch ones, then I guess the ones we had before were 6 feet. They go from 4 feet to 6 feet. The beach balls. But the 6-foot ones are $89 a piece. I don't have time for that. I know. And so I'm like, yeah. But she just keeps going. And I'm like, get to the point so I can be gone from this conversation. You know? Okay. Do you want to, I don't know where you are.
Okay, we'll come back there.
This is a prop, Ellie, right? This is gonna work.
What?
I'm gonna put the PJs today.
Did it get really hot in here? I'm like sweating.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been hot since I got out of this college.
I'm really sweating. And I'm
I'm
just
like,
sitting.
my body graduation.
Will, we were just talking
Ellie, don't
Instagram
forget your
last night.
wallets here again.
Say again.
Oh, can you
We were
bring
stalking
it
your Instagram last night and found all your music and were obsessed.
Who did?
Me, Casey, and Abby.
Thanks, I appreciate
We're
it.
like, nah, this can't be him.
What does Stephanie do at the house with you guys? I feel like all your stories is like me, Abby, and Casey, and then like Stephanie's just like MIA.
She's normally on the phone with her family. Or her boyfriend.
Oh yeah, one of those people. I'm sorry.
Sarah.
I mean, one of the people that has a boyfriend too, but.
That's actually true.
And she goes to
Literally, she answered the phone during my family dinner the one time. I was like, Sarah, why would you pick up during like,
You're talking about Sarah Luna.
yeah.
I'm talking about Sarah Johnson.
We got buttons.
Yeah, aren't they cute?
I got buttons.
They're so cute.
What, like, are we selling?
No, we just have them for fun.
I mean, I thought maybe they were like
Just
for
'cause.
me. I mean, I'm sure.
Aren't they adorable?
Yes, I'm getting all of them. Can I have this?
No, but there's a box over there that has a bunch of them
Oh
in there.
my gosh, I can wear that on my lanyard.
No, I remember Sarah Johnson literally, like, she would be FaceTiming her nieces and nephews, and remember she would, like, sing to them in the lounge. Like, it would just be, like, 5 minutes of her being like, what was the song she was singing? Oh, she'd be like, Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques. And we were all like, can you go somewhere else,
I
please?
think I blocked that out of my mind.
And she would always sing, like, little songs to them, and I'm like, I guess it's sweet, but also, like, kind of, yeah, like, a little bit.
She just kind of like lays in her bed. And sometimes you can't tell if she's talking on the phone or if she's asleep. It's like kind of weird. But I mean, she just had her little baby niece. And, yeah.
Who knew I would become a panda a year ago? Oh God. Honestly, if I was working for this job, I probably should have always done it.
If I was working for this job.
Possibly.
Hey Dash, if you go back that way, can you bring me a bottle of water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not going that. I'm just doing it. I'll make a trip that way this year.
You don't have to make a trip.
Guys, no, Ellie, I am severe, and I know you say I don't want worries, I want solutions, but our solution is we need a bigger trailer. like,
worries. Isn't it problems?
cause I'm like logistically trying to do all this in my head. We'll make it work.
It'll happen.
Yeah,
It always does.
it does. We'll just have to empty a bay.
I think God blesses the trailer. Like, remember when we got those road cases?
Yeah, take the wheels off.
That was horrible. That was like the worst trip of my life. Just so you guys know, I hope you appreciate that sacrifice I
One thing
made.
is, like, could you
Somebody
not?
was once saying I was supposed to go as well, but then they're like, Ellie, can you just go?
Where were you?
Doing something at the office. Probably all this electrical work.
Could you not go in the bus? And
No,
just
because
go?
I did that with you.
Thank you.
No,
Oh,
they were
we
too wide
did
to
it
get
like
to
a
the
few
door.
days worth of work on this.
And you'd have to like pick them up and get them around the corner. Like you'd have to lift them over your head.
Also,
At that point, like taking the wheels off was an easier solution.
do you remember how hard it was for me to find the website?
Hey, remember that time when we drove all that way to do an inventory count?
blocked some of that out of my mind. What even fully happened that day?
You went to copy it and send it to me, and instead of hitting copy, you deleted it all.
Well, no. See what I did? And I do this all the time. I went to copy it, but instead of hitting copy, I hit paste. And then when I went, no, I'm sorry. When I went to hit paste, I hit copy. So it copied nothing. That should be not allowed on phones. Where there's nothing to copy, it should want to copy it. Curse that day.
We're back. How'd it go? Good. Okay, good.
Mission's
Was she
accomplished.
there?
Nope. Stood at the door for probably longer than I should have, and I was like, I'm just gonna call it in. Just take it in.
Oh, you're tired.
Cool.
Hey, you're getting paid.
Okay, Danielle, did you throw old Sophia away?
No, because I'm taking him with me.
She's mentally attached.
That's very true.
Can we clean the rest of the stuff up?
What stuff? All that stuff?
Just any, of the resource boxes should go to the resource road cases. Like that short squatty case should go away. The iPad case should go away.
Yeah. Where do you want them to go away to?
In the room.
Oh, the room, okay.
And then any props that are out, can you guys neatly put them backstage so that they're ready to go tomorrow?
Will do. Dylan.
I like the books are at the office, or at least some.
Yeah, I think so. That's
I see you
exciting.
typing. Where's the tape? Oh no.
That goes with you. Okay, I'll put these things on there. And then these can roll
I don't know where he is, but
to...
I thought it was coming back.
Back there. If you want to roll all of this is going there? Yep. If you want to even roll this with the phones, I don't know where it's easy. I'm going to work on some phones backstage.
Oh, I was confused because you said spring. Isn't it in the fall? Oh, this is a different thing? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Discover the secrets of true beauty.
Actually, can all these prompts go backstage with these ones here?
Like, you would think that these moms would be like, I've learned this and I've already paid for this, but they keep buying it.
Buying what?
Like, everything, we just discovered the secrets of purity, and now discover the secrets of true beauty, and I'm like, isn't that what all the books are about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think you know this. Discover the secrets of
Did Casey try on those other yellow pants? Yeah. Did you have them on or not?
I think she took them off, but they were much better.
They're so cute. Yeah. I'm so excited about them.
What time is your baptismal? Abby?
Sorry?
What time is your baptismal?
It's like,
Thank you. Stacey, you have to go. We're good for today. Unless you're not. So now you gotta go.
It won't be long, though. I can come after and chill. I'll do that.
Where's Chicky after?
6:37, we just hang out.
Okay. Dinner may not be till 9. I guess we're gonna eat with them. Not there anymore.
Hey, Dashi, what'd you do with the iPad case?
The iPad case, they put it in the back with the. I'll make sure everything's all right. It's on back there against the wall.
I just opened it like, what the? It's like catching that too. Tired.
Hey, where did you guys put my toolbox?
I think it's over there.
I don't know, where'd you put that?
Did you get the slip?
On the ground.
In the room where Dana's meeting. Danielle? You're talking about the
No, not the room where Dan is meeting. Against the wall, look right back here.
I got everything done. Except
No, I'm
for
just
still
like
look at the
tired.
teaser, and then I'll just replace the cables tomorrow. That should take me about 30 minutes in all, and then I'll just start recording the grave stuff.
Me or what?
Okay, cool. See you.
Bye, everyone. Love you. Thanks for the great day.
Bye, guys. Great job.
Love you.
Love you too.
Okay,
Oh, they have rice?
You said 2 for 2. I was thinking like 2 baptisms for 2 people.
2 baptisms for $2. Yeah, that's right. We pay now.
Okay, I'm texting Erin.
I was thinking
What do you
about
want me
that.
to
I was like,
say?
I ain't got
We
time
have
for
to go
that.
to a dinner, but she was thinking dinner was around like 6, but you probably won't make there by 6. So.
I don't know if you're. Oh, Josh.
Your lights look really good.
Thank you. What's up? So I burnt down the warehouse. No, it's going good. We've been knocking stuff on. We've been knocking stuff off the list.
Yesterday was
I left the warehouse at 4. So I haven't done the rack yet because yeah, exactly. I don't know how it came to where we're eating today. And we went over stuff that that I was still to do at this moment. And there's only the last things I can do in this moment are
Yeah, I haven't got that for
fix
yet.
the hazer, which I still have to
Texting
work
them.
on.
Okay, the court is
I am
returned.
the worst at texting.
Thank you.
So why you are watching it? I'm
Oh,
not taking
it's coming to me.
Well, because I'm pretty sure spell it. And I do, and it can't understand me. I'm a motherfucker too. It's like, when your phone goes back to you and says, try again, honey. Good luck. You know it's just not right.
No!
So, what did I do? Well, that's not my home problem. This is.
You moved the chair and it fell.
That doesn't make it my problem.
Yeah.
It could be
You
my
moved the chair and it fell?
Yeah.
Who
When I put it out of your hand and say, that's not my problem.
When you say
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
water stuff. Well, I can take all that.
Okay, so what's on the side? See what you guys
The
do?
rest of it's putting the rack in front of house rack. Everything freaking rack. And all of it's stuff I don't have yet, patterns that we need to buy. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, let's just knock out small stuff today. This week. And then when you and I are both there, or multiple hours, we can do both. There's not playing 20,000 people.
It's fun life after all.
He's not though. He's at his house. I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Okay, cool. Where are you?
What's tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah. And so I have like 3, 4
I
songs.
just changed my background to this beautiful face. Girl,
Sarah, you need help with anything or not?
It's really pretty hot.
Making myself
really does. I really know what to do. And also be very, he has a lot of like, I don't know what the word is. Like, he can tell you what he's feeling through his eyes. Very
program them with them in, right?
Look, I was talking to
And
my
then
phone.
we set up a new area.
And this is him. Okay, don't look at me because
So I can't.
go back with it.
But like the difference is
But here comes a little puzzle.
doesn't have like
To the side.
just one of them had so much movement. It was crazy.
Oh, like a vehicle.
Well, it's all the bar lights, the light bulbs on either side, with all the with like 6 different packs, 3 for each side, and then 3 new rotospheres.
I fully cannot
shot
even
up
see what
rotospheres
is going on.
and they work really well for it. Because it's like
Like, I don't
which
care
already
about.
kind of giving
I'm just
up,
trying to get this done.
and so it's very
I'm having a good time.
retro, I guess. Yeah.
One would make you think that this picture was taken with my hands like this.
Yeah, if
Actually,
you want to just like
my
call
chin's
up and be like, yo, get your priorities straight.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
No? I'm happy it looks that way though. So I'll be putting my chin's turned out all along today.
Yeah, I still have to engineer 2 buzzers. Yeah.
All of us sitting here next to me.
I mean, thick is what we do, so, but also. To each other.
Oh, she had that 100 day. Remember the steady
Yeah.
zipper?
Fully.
You feel like you do that? Yeah, I'm like, sure.
Buck up.
Your sister's been not sisters. Your sister been on any more dates? Like,
Yeah.
oh, she went to Africa.
What, Becca?
Becca? No, Becca's not.
Becca's on.
Did she go on a date?
She was going to, and then it got canceled somehow.
Oh, maybe that's a boyfriend. I told you, it's a real thing. You laughed, but my friend's cousin was kidnapped by from a Tinder. Yeah, she's still
Yeah. And like,
Your friend's cousin?
My friend's cousin. She's still missing. I mean, they can't 100% because, but they're like, that's the last thing she was doing. She's really excited about going out with this guy.
and like I'm getting
And they get my
like,
attention there.
I've been doing house stuff in the day,
So.
night.
Yeah,
Dude, I've been literally, and then I have like soccer practice like at 4 o'clock. I've had to miss like a good amount, like
Yeah, I wonder.
3 hours.
Yes.
But
So
I
I
like
guess
wake up and I'm just like,
one of the body bags.
just give me my break now. Like I'm so tired, I'm just so sore.
Are they the ones that close at the top and not zip? Those are actually, I mean, you have to see.
That's why
actually better.
Well, that's why I'm
Because
saying it'll be
zippers
good for the.
Like there's some of them starting to get really stretched.
Yeah, but it takes a lot.
Is it hard?
Yeah. I can show it to you.
I know what they're like. We use them for our banners. We use them. I'm like, so it's on there. This is that backwards. I'm learning to accept my backwardsness. I don't have anything to do like, oh my god, I do and it's Hakuna Matata.
So anyway.
What else can I do to help you, Ella?
everything else that we're not gonna need, I took out. But pretty much all the stage stuff that was in
Oh,
stage
dude.
2.
I know,
Do you ever place anything like the mic stand?
what is it?
With the new ones in there,
Or
using them?
Did we ever end up getting new paddles?
LED wall. It's shielded like that. It will.
We ever end up getting new paddles?
Willie wants some grapes.
Industrial.
And we weren't sure about the camera. But if the camera's going, it'll hold the same shot. Yeah, that's why I was still there.
Careful.
But I do have to figure out.
Don't pull out another light thing.
So one, we have all of
Yeah, so did you see my text about that?
all of the light bulbs, all the light bulb brackets.
So,
I'm talking to myself through my head about all the stuff I have to put
monitor thing, we don't need that. But the box.
Okay, well, Tom, what do you
I have them all separate.
Yeah,
so I
think
can
of it. I'm like, we gotta put the boat into the dinghy, so.
What?
I guess that might not be a saying where
You
you're
have
from.
to fit the boat into the dinghy?
It's not gonna work.
Yeah. Well, it's the input to the stage, right? Because they go in and then they finish out.
I
That's a lot of
just
sayings
learned what
I
a dinghy
say.
was 2 years ago when I was sailing with them.
That's good. Do you know what a dinghy is?
She's so
She's very like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
there's no way Wilmer is doing that in this trailer.
I don't know, like 4
Those are
feet.
the HDMI inputs.
What is 4 feet?
Extra. Well, no, because we're gonna need it.
Well, I guess it's going in Stacy's.
The Mac Mini is, it's got a,
We're gonna need the monitor.
most of the time you plug it in.
All right, are we ready?
In the box.
Hey, what does RGB mean?
Doesn't allow you to, doesn't allow like certain resolutions that you need.
Really?
And so sometimes you can't use it.
I don't know context of it.
Yeah, where are we going?
Yes, and so that way I'm not fumbling around in there, it's just easier.
Mom, what are you doing here?
Jump cables, yeah, only like.
I need all my stuff. I hate being without what I need. Like even now, I don't have enough t-shirts, and I hate it.
Yeah, well, I think that's. No,
Why is that?
he'll be
Sure.
actually teaching us to make those awesome.
Close second.
It comes in handy because
It's cheaper. Yeah, I need to buy some.
Yeah. Your internet.
We have a lot.
yeah, but then you're saving money this year.
Oh, that's right. I should have brought those two. I think
Me and Stacy are making a pact. We're
I don't
saving
feel like
money,
good at it.
exercising, and doing our devotions.
I guess I won't be
So remember, two
No, but we, I'm like, this is not right. But we can shop for a few things, because I might need to pick up like a shirt or two.
I need some shoes.
your basketball
I'll admit when I need shoes.
and the basketball for hours.
No, you won't admit.
No, I knew I needed shoes, I just didn't.
She was duct taping the soles of them. And they smell bad. It smells really good.
Yeah.
But it smells
So bad.
But those are
Yeah. You can't
No,
bring
but
them on
no,
the bus.
that was the thing. We said you need to get new shoes, and she's like, I have shoes.
I
We're
did.
like, then
You
wear
did keep
them.
saying that.
Yeah.
Well, no, because, no, we were, it was
like to the point when they got really, really bad, we were coming up to our Michigan show, and my mom had already bought me the same shoes, but they were in Michigan, and she's like, I can ship them to you, and I was like, we're gonna be there.
Yeah, your shoes were bad.
These ones were bad.
Like really bad.
Cool looking. I love those shoes.
You didn't have
I had the
soles.
same.
Yeah, you didn't.
But I had enough soles.
They were.
Oh, people go in and she's like, oh, hi.
Yeah, I mean, and then she would put it up. Yeah, you like see her sock through duct tape. Those are so bad.
It was bad. I was saying.
Like she would take her shoes off and we would all be like,
That was my first year.
You kept bringing them on the bus, and she would put them in the back lounge where everybody would sit.
you had shoes.
I wore the
It
other shoes
wasn't
I
even
had.
a matter of if you
Now you hear how it sounded in his toes every night.
Conversation with Ellie. Yeah.
But the thing is, you had shoes then, yeah. Because she always want to act like she don't know what's going on.
I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
No, you had shoes. You didn't need money.
Bottom line, you knew your shoes were foul, and you knew you had other shoes on the bus.
I wore other shoes on the bus. I would rotate them because those ones.
How long did it take for yours?
You know, everybody had something. I would rustle with my bag like a little rat. Remember that? And we'll be like, shh.
And Stacy had like a freaking trash bag of shoes.
Then they kept almost thrown away. I brought home some kids for
size,
her.
that would have been okay.
She's a little one. Just for shoes.
And
You don't have
Ashley was so mad about that.
Yeah, she was mad about that.
Whose trash bag is this?
I'm like, I put it in the trash bag under the bus. It's not like I put it in the back closet. Yeah, but then
That's
first I put it in the back closet, and she was like,
Dude, I'm almost involved.
People kept almost throwing them away, and I'm
No, but they kept getting squished. We're like, Stacy, what do you expect?
You're like, you're ruining my shoes. See, these were the shoes. They were pretty cool looking. They were fun.
No, they were cool looking when we
They
looked at
were
them.
too. No, only the
on
gone.
out through or not.
Yeah, this weekend I'll be there. I won't be there Friday because it's in prison, but I'll be there this weekend, sadly.
I did not hear it.
I was thinking she was gonna say, like, look at this.
We all pulling them out, Chris. Yeah, soccer. Well, soccer is just for the biggest.
No, I don't either. I was just, okay, but it might
If
be.
you're doing something like mentally exhausting and then physically exhausting,
Oh,
and
really?
then mentally exhausting.
No.
I have bad with socials. Like, I'll either beg to do that or
Also, being aware of
Oh, I guess Ashley did dancing.
No, it's a beautiful thing. It's the same old. Bring it around town. Would you? Oh, you brought a camera.
it's not that bad here today. I work in a like I just work by the trailer. Yeah, but it's just like so antisocial. And I'm just like,
You take pictures here?
but it's not that bad. You just do it. Introvert over here. Oh no, I hate that. It's not both. Where I work, it's like you're in a trailer. It's not that bad. Like you do that after the it's not like. But like if you're gonna work on the wheel or by the stage, you're basically screwed. It's just so harsh. Yeah, I would. Yeah, now.
Thank you for doing that well today. I was like, oh, I have to make courses in the program that haven't actually been thought through otherwise. Because I was like, register in all class. I was like, shoot, it needs to be like ready to register.
Dude, it's so nice because it's LED, so it's like daylight. Yeah, it's kind of good. Because like work Wednesday, you feel like you're in a content. Yeah. A blast.
Okay.
I just feel like last week we came in and something was around that.
Well,
That's because on Wednesday they had like a staff chair.
I think they might still move chairs around. Rebecca just told me that she was like, we'll have someone here on Thursday night to put chairs out. And I was like this? And she said, yeah. And I was like, is that fine? I was like, yeah. It's fine now, so yeah.
Oh, do you actually want to take? No. Are we?
We're supposed to be right by the heart.